It's fair to say that's where I was 2.5 years ago. We have gone so far beyond that because it's not just search results, it's search suggestions, which we're capturing now by the millions. So it was in the news recently that when people were typing in Trump assassination,
Right.
they were getting crazy stuff like the Lincoln assassination. They were
Right.
getting crazy stuff, and they were not getting information about the Trump attempted assassination. And I looked at that and I said, "Oh, isn't that nice?" So there's an anecdote about how they may be abusing search suggestions. We don't have anecdotal data anymore. We have hardcore, large-scale scientific data on all of these issues. We know what's actually going on, and we've quantified the impact. See, it's one thing to say, "Oh, look what they're doing." It's quite another to say, "What impact does that have on people?"
Right. Let's talk about the Trump assassination one in particular. What did you find about that?
Well, frankly, we couldn't care less about that because that's one anecdote.
Right.
We're collecting these by the millions, and what we know a couple of things. We know that, first of all, they're not, it started out as one thing, and it's turned into something else. And so what they do is they use search suggestions to shift people's thinking about anything. It's not just about candidates either. It's about anything. And we've shown in controlled experiments that by manipulating search suggestions, you can turn a 50-50 split among undecided voters into a 90-10 split with no one having the slightest idea that they have been manipulated.
Wow. And this always goes a very specific way. It always goes.
It always goes a
left.
specific way, but I'm going to show you maybe a little later if I haven't put you to sleep or if my meltdown hasn't gotten too bad because I'm not quite finished with my meltdown yet. I'll show you content, data, large scale that we're collecting now 24 hours a day, and I'll show you what they're actually doing. An anecdote, those don't hold up in court. They grab headlines for a couple of days, but that's about it. They don't do anything.